Hi, this is Jim Malone, and on this clip we're going to take a look at a very famous healing story entitled The Monkey Jar. And it goes like this. Long ago in the villages of India, they developed a very clever way of capturing monkeys without harming them. And the reason this came to be was, at that time the human population there was beginning to rapidly expand. So they were clear-cutting sections of jungle in order to make room for new human habitat. However, in doing so, they were also displacing the monkeys that lived in those jungles. And quite often, those displaced monkeys would take up residence in the human villages. And this would create quite a few problems because, you see, contrary to the image of monkeys being cute and playful, actually they can be quite destructive. So here's the solution they came up with. They would take a pitcher, like you serve drinks with, and into it they would drop an orange. And then they would take a piece of rope, thread it through the handle, and tie it firmly to a tree. And thus the trap was set, because here's what would happen. A monkey would come along, he'd want the piece of fruit at the bottom of the trap, he'd reach in, he'd grab it, but when he tried to pull his hand out, it would be too thick at that point, and he simply couldn't get free. So, unwilling to let go of the orange, the poor monkey would sit there bewildered and trapped, because you see he wanted two things at the same time that he just simply couldn't have. And eventually there would be a happy ending. Somebody would come along, put a leash on the monkey, break the monkey jar, let him have the orange, and then they'd cart him off somewhere far away where he wouldn't get into any further trouble. And upon hearing this story, many people have remarked that we as human beings can make monkeys of ourselves when we forget that sometimes you have to let go of something in order to get something else. And in hypnosis counseling, we have techniques that can enable you to let go of negative beliefs and toxic emotions so that you can make room for something far better in your life. And if you ever have any questions whatsoever about hypnosis counseling, please feel free to contact me through my website at www.njhypno.com. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to my Creative Calm newsletter dedicated to helping people who want to help themselves.